now gypsum product. So this is a natural gypsum product. This is naturally found material in this particular gypsum. So this particularly will classify this particular. We will have impression plaster, model plaster, dental stone, high strength dental stone, high strength and high expansion stone. Also, according to the casting investment, as we do this particular thermal expansion type, hydroscopic expansion type, and danger casting impression. So according to the AD classification, type 1 is the impression plaster that is used for making an impression in the patient mouth. That is a lipostatic kind of impression. Type 2 is a model plaster what we use for your pouring the study models and doing the mounting. Type 3 is the dental stone and hydroponic that is used for pouring the final impression. Type 4 is dental stone, high strength and improved stone. Here we use for certain where we want a strength in that particular stone. So we use a type 4 kind of. And type 4 is a dental stone, high strength and high expansion. High expansion we require so that it should compensate the casting shrinkage. When we do the casting or we do the wax pattern of this particular model and do the casting of that. So to compensate that casting shrinkage, we have to require a dental stone, high strength and high expansion. So how we achieve the gypsum product? The gypsum product is achieved by calcination reaction. We do the gypsum product available in the nature is the calcium sulfate dihydrate, and that is heated in different temperature and open or closed vessels, and accordingly we get alpha hemihydrate and beta hemihydrate. So dental plaster is a beta hemihydrate. That is when you heat the calcium sulfate dihydrate in 100 to 130 degree Celsius for in open kettle, then you get a calcium sulfate hemihydrate. But in the dental stone, that is called as the alpha hemihydrate. So that dental stone you have to always under pressure and in autoclave 100 to 20 degrees Celsius, 130 degrees Celsius you have to heat that particularly. So that forms a regular form particles, and that has a more strength and require less water for mixing as compared to the dental plaster. So that is called as a alpha hemihydrate dental stone. So what is they always ask you the examination about the alpha hemihydrate and beta hemihydrate differences. You should know that alpha hemihydrate is your dental stone, beta hemihydrate is your plaster. And as I told you, the calcination process. Plaster is always in open kettle, and when stone actually closed under pressure, wet calcination it is called. And also the water powder ratio, always the stone will require less water as compared to the beta hemihydrate, that is the plaster for the mixing. So that's why the strength is more over there, and the setting expansion will be less in that particular as compared to the plaster. So also the abrasion resistance will be more in stone in that particular case. So the improved stone that is required for the strength that particularly gypsum product is required, so that your calcination will be boiled that particular 30 degree calcium chloride solution, and that causes the increase the strength of that particular, so that will not be added in the wax patterns on that particular cast. Also the dental stone, high strength, high expansion, as I told you, we require high expansion to compensate the casting shrinkage. So the composition of your impression plaster, you require potassium sulfate, borax, coloring agent, and also for the dental stone, alpha hemihydrate and 2-3% of coloring agent, potassium sulfate and accelerators. So the setting reaction takes place when the calcium sulfate hemihydrate mixes with the water and it forms a calcium sulfate dihydrate, and this is the exothermic kind of reaction. So what are the desirable properties from the material? It should be accurate, it should be dimensionally stable, and it should have ability to produce a fine detail, and also the hair should have a strength to resist the abrasion. When we do the wax pattern, it should not get abraded easily. It should be compatible with your impression material, and you should have a contrast color with your impression material so that you know where you are going, and it should be proper biological safety. It should not be biohazardous to the technician and easy to use. So what are the theories of setting the gypsum products? There are 3 theories: colloidal theory, hydration theory, and dissolution for precipitation theory. And how the crystallization theory takes place. There is a difference between the solubility of hemihydrate and dihydrate in the water. And as the hemihydrate dissolves in the water, it forms a dihydrate. And as the dihydrate precipitates, again the solution becomes less saturated, and again the hemihydrate will dissolve more in that particular. That causes a continuous dissolution of the hemihydrate. So this is the crystallization area that will precipitate the dihydrate. So what are the properties that will be required? You require a sufficient setting time. You require a viscosity that will be proper for that material. Strength has to be there for the compressions in tensile. Surface hardness and abrasive resistance for that it should not get easily abraded. Setting expansion should be there for that certain materials and what for proper it want to do a casting shrinkage to compensate the casting shrinkage, and it should produce a detail in the cast when you are pouring the impression material. So what is the setting time? Actually, the setting time will be, you can manipulate the setting time if you add a salt or water in that particular salt and water will increase the initial setting time and final setting time. So loss of gloss will be the one more part that shows the initial setting time, and initial setting time for the dental stone and plaster is the 9 minutes. It is exothermic reaction. And you can taste the initial setting time by or final setting time by Vickert needle and Gilmore needle. There are instruments present for that particular one. Gilmore needle and Vickert needle you can use for the dental cements also. Ready for use criteria. The ready of this particular material will have a different handling properties, and you can control the setting time of that particular. Either the manufacturer process will decide the setting time or mixing the speculation. As you do the more speculation, more crystals will be created, and that nuclei will hasten the reaction. So, and also the water powder ratio will affect your setting time. So these are the different that affects the setting. Some products, water powder ratio will also, as the water increases, the setting reaction will decrease in that particular, and temperature has that effect. As the temperature increases above 50 to 100 degrees Celsius, there is no solubility of hemihydrate or dihydrate in the water. So that causes no setting of the reaction. So you have to take a normal water in that particular while mixing the stone and plaster. So modifiers and accelerators. If you add salts or water at the lower concentration, that will fasten the reaction. But if you add more higher level of salts, or the concentration will increase, or more amount of salts will be added, that will retard the setting reaction. So acetate, borate, citrate, tartar, that are the retarders that will be causing the reaction, retarding the reaction. So strength of gypsum, you have a compressive strength that will be required for that particularly. So these are the water powder ratios for the as the modern plaster dental stone has strength and dental stone. You see this particularly water powder ratio will decrease as the strength will increase in that particular area. So water powder ratio inversely affects the compressive strength of the model. Factors affecting the strength, the free water content and weight strength is the grain strength it is called. Also the dry strength, once it will be final set, it will get the harder material and that gives a strength for your model. So you have to see particularly time how much it will take for that particular to achieve the dry strength. So this is the tensile strength and hardness. These are the properties that you have to cover in your properties of the gypsum product. Reproduction of Vickert gypsum has to be, you have to mix with properly without air bubbles, and while pouring you have to pour from one side so that the air bubbles should not be getting carbonated while pouring the gypsum product and gypsum material in the invasion material, so that there should not be bubbles in the cast. So this is another setting expansion. They always ask me in the exam about the normal setting time and hygroscopic setting time. What is the normal hygroscopic setting time? Setting expansion will be always 3 to 4 times more than your normal setting time, because there is always constant water supply for the reaction. Because in normal setting time, because of the water supply, there is always surface tension that prevents the expansion of that particular material. But when there is a hygroscopic setting expansion, the continuous water supply allows to reduce the surface tension, and that nuclei will grow in a different direction. So that hygroscopic setting expansion will be always 4 to 5 times larger than your normal setting expansion. Control this particular, how you are going to control the setting reaction. There are different setting expansion, speculation. You can increase the speculation to increase setting expansion, increase water powder ratio to reduce the setting time, and modified generally to do the second expansion by adding the salts, potassium sulfate in that particular mixing. You know that the uses of gypsum product for starting from your cast for the denture, molds, you are preparing of casting, then you are preparing a study model, insulation material you will use for the insulation of the mount, and you can do the mounting with this particular material. Bite registration phase, you can take a bite registration with the insulation plaster. Also for working models or dies, you can prepare from this particular gypsum product. And you can do the plasting of wax, you know the waxing, plasting and dewaxing procedure. So that particular reproduction of the denture you can do with this particular material. You know the manipulation procedure, how you manipulate, you take a water powder ratio in a proper desired amount and then do the spatulation. This particular manipulation will be asked in your practical exam. Storage and care, you have to always store this particular in a dry area, particularly because humidity always changes the properties of that particular. If there is a contamination with the water, there is always chances of that will set itself. So always store in a dry and clean area.